and Thomas has joined the adventure. Later at the Austrian National Library, Luke, Charlotte, and Deb are allowed to enter thanks to a big donation made by Owen. The Biolanaire is currently with Thomas at a restaurant answering all the kids' questions about the rich life. The trio looks at the Bible in a secret room, where the librarian tells them about a second misprint that includes a dirty word. Meanwhile, Murphy keeps guard outside and sees Esme arrive with her men, so he warns the others. Luke goes out to meet Esme, and after some banter, they start fighting using the shelves and the furniture as props. One of Esme's men tries to help her, but Luke quickly beats him up. Then Esme tries holding him at gunpoint and Luke disarms her, so instead she uses a rope to choke him. Since she's stepping on the rope too, Luke pushes her and leaves her hanging from the chandelier. As Luke returns to the secret room, Murphy informs him that the men have covered all the exits, so they need to go with plan B. The trio puts the librarian to sleep with a spray and steals the Bible before Deb puts a small bomb on the floor. This creates a hole that allows them to escape through the sewers. At the same time, Esme's men try to kidnap Owen, who easily beats them up in just a few minutes without letting Thomas get hurt. In the evening, Jamal arrives at the library and starts tracking Luke. At a hotel, the team inspects the Bible and finds a large digit repeating pattern on the gilding that only uses the numbers 1 to 7. However, they can't find a way to decode it. At that moment, Charlotte announces she's leaving because she's heard what happened to Thomas and doesn't want to put him in danger. On their way out, Thomas tells Charlotte that the team is tackling the problem the wrong way. The duo immediately goes back and Thomas tells the team that the digits aren't literal numbers, they represent the 7 basic musical notes. He plays a song following the code and a quick internet search reveals it's Water in the Desert. This song is so old that nobody knows who wrote it, but it honors the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The team highlights the 7 wonders on a map and lays the path from the paintings on top of it to discover that both paths line up except for the pyramids of Giza, which means the fountain is there. They get ready to travel to Egypt and Owen convinces Charlotte to come by promising that he's hiring security. That night Luke dreams about the mask again, and this time a strange figure reaches out to him. When it touches the sand, a black substance begins spreading and corrupts Luke. At that moment he wakes up and Charlotte asks him how much he knows about Owen. Luke promises he's a cool guy, but she's worried that he may want to find the fountain to sell it. Meanwhile in the Vatican, the leader of the Protectors gives Esme a special key to stop anyone from drinking from the fountain. Sometime later the team arrives in Egypt. Luke shows Thomas some advanced scans of the pyramids that reveal hidden chambers, which were never accessed until today. At the pyramid, Charlotte watches the security team and wonders why they have so many bags. A famous professor gives them a tour of the pyramid, but he doesn't know how to get into the secret chambers. Owen is getting very impatient and orders his men to start digging, revealing that the things in their bags are tools. The professor protests against damaging such an important historical monument, but Owen's men kick him out. Charlotte also protests and Owen snaps at her, his speech getting more cold and calculated. Outside, Jamal arrives and asks to be let inside, but the guards send him away. Jamal comes back in a few minutes with a bunch of police cars, so the security team opens fire and starts blowing the vehicles up. The survivors take cover and fire back. Nearby, Esme watches and waits. Back to the team, they find a hidden passage and cross it to finally reach the special chamber. There's a large structure that needs to be moved, but they aren't strong enough to push it. Owen orders his men to get their tools and Charlotte is horrified to notice they have guns in their bags too. The tools don't work either and Owen wants to set up explosives, which both siblings protest against. While the adults argue, Thomas finds an old instrument and starts playing it, which reveals a system of pipes in the chamber that transmit the sound and affect the structure. At the right moment Charlotte hits the gong and the entire chamber shakes before the sand on the structure begins forming shapes. Using just one hand, Charlotte